Hey everyone, welcome to KSA Travel. Today we will introduce to an view about the Imperial Citadel of Thang, Hanoi.
The citadel was built in the 11th century, and it was the residence of the kings and emperor of Vietnam for 700 of years. Now, unfortunately, time and world has demolished it, but I'm sure it's still really interesting. Let's visit this place right now. The central sector of the Imperial Citadel of Thang, Hanoi have a total area of more than 18,000 hectares, including Duan Mon, Kinh Thiên Place, a D67 house and tunnels, hollows, and the archaeological sites.
Duan Mon is the southern gate of the Forbidden City, the residence of the king and the royal family, also the working place of the imperial court. Duan Mon was built in the early late dynasty and repaired in the Nguyen dynasty.
The bottom floor of Duan Mon was built according to the old city walls, with 5 gates built with arches in almost opposite proportion. The 3 main gates in the middle are divided into 3 straight tunnels parallel to the siding arches. The second floor was built in the way of guarding with the door system in all directions. On the middle door of the second floor, there are 3 tiny character in boxes, Mon floors. Like the second floor, the third floor was restored later, and the architecture also has many changes compared to original. However, the main ancient architectural features are still respectfully preserved.
Kinh Thiên Palace is a central landmark in the overall landmark of the Central Imperial Citadel of Thang, Hanoi. It is the most important palace, the place where the most solemn ceremony of the court was held. Being built in 1498, Kinh Thiên Palace was considered one of the masterpieces of Annam architecture. But unfortunately, the palace was destroyed by French colonists in 1886 to be an artillery command headquarters. Today, it only retains the old stone foundation and that to the main halls.
The highlight of this relic is 4 stone dragons adorning on the steps of the place, sculpted from the 15th century under the reign of King Lê Thang Tông, representing the architectural style of the early Lê dynasty. In short, they are extremely precious artifacts symbolizing the intense and lasting vitality of the national culture.
The 67th house and tunnel is located in the north of Kinh Thiên Palace. Long time ago, this place was the headquarters of the Vietnam People's Army during the 1954 and 1975 war. The 67th house was built in 1967. It's a one-floor building with an area of 604.41 square meters, about 30 meters to the back of the Dragon House. The 67 displays the belongings of comrades in the Imperial, the military defense, and the general staff used during the years of the war against the U.S. Another house, D67, is Tunnel 67, 9 meters deep, built of concrete to prevent bomb.
Now it's about 2,392 square meters wide, formerly known as Tinh Bắc Nau, built after the later Nê dynasty, with the honor of the attic in Imperial, the residence and activity of the queen and her concubine. Now it's building with 3 floors. The bottom floor is built in the form of a park with 3 separate rooms. The second floor of Hollow Building is also divided into 3 rooms, but in contrast to the first floor. The middle room here is more airy, with the main door being open wide right in front.
The third floor has only one room and is the most spacious of the all rooms in the Hollow Building. This room opens to 3 directions: east, west, and south. The excavation of relics at archaeological site 1800s is considered the largest archaeological excavation in Vietnam so far. There are many artifacts and relics found, such as a piece of yellow slab decorated with a dragon image in the dynasty, or titles with letters indicating, and many relics. It makes the archaeological site in 1800s is considered as a repository and preserves many important architectural spaces as well as historical relics of Vietnam.